Gomez breaking.
That's always an ominous sign. It has been one the last couple of days, certainly.
Rack 4, Roberto Gomez to break and trailing by 2 racks to 1.
Yes, Gomez has obliterated world-class opponents. Chow Fong Pang, Niels Feyen, Alex Laley.
In that stretch, Gomez won 21 racks in a row. From the game against Chow up until his quarter-final against Kuo when he took a 7-0 lead.
Well, he's not getting the kind of luck that he had yesterday. The break shot, as much skill as it takes to execute it, you have to get a roll. You have to get a shot on the lowest numbered ball. In this case, that's the 3 ball, and the 8 ball is dead in between his cue ball and his 3.
Look at the action he gets on that cue ball.
Yeah. He was so unlucky that this cue ball got spanked away by another ball.
Well, we've seen in previous matches, gentlemen, he doesn't hesitate to take to the short stick should it be needed, but he has other options here. He can always opt for a push out if he wishes to take that on. He could jump, he could
push out,
and he goes for the push.
A very difficult jump into a small side pocket, so not much of a surprise here. And they leave a safety on. Where's that cue ball going?
Well, he'd like to be up against that rail. There we go.
So Daryl Peach now has a table to consider.
He has just told Daryl that he feels that he, Gomez, can control the long shot better than Peach can. Now we'll see if Peach takes the dare on. He almost certainly will. He has a fairly basic safety here in that he can throw this 3 ball right back up table to here and have the cue ball come down and hide. So I don't think he's going to put him back in.
Peach doesn't like it. Gomez must be happy to be back at the table now.
I think he's surprised to be back at the table.
Even if you don't get a hide on this.
Not a seat to be had. There were some people in their seats an hour and a half before this match was due to start. It really was book early to avoid disappointment here at the Araneta Coliseum.
Yeah, the lines outside before this match, unbelievable.
Not since Ali and Frazier have we seen lines like that. And there is exactly that shot you were calling.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Peach put him back in for that. And now have to go airborne for this, because if he goes for the kick, the scratch is too dead on. Yeah, he's got his short stick out.
Perhaps difficult to jump with that rail so close to the cue ball. But you know what? If he gets this jump shot, snooker himself on the 4, we could have a run out here. That looks like an ash cue there.
Yes, it does.
Well, the significance of that is...
Well, he's an old snooker player, and they have ash shafts. And it's always surprised me that they play snooker with shaft sticks, because the grain is so large. The pores in ash, to me, it makes it feel rough going through your hands. It's not all smooth like maple.
But I think ash, the harder ash wood seems to suit jump cues well, because some of the Chinese type players also use this wood for their jump sticks. Let's see how it plays.
Very well indeed.
Well, you don't get to the finals of the World Championship without having all the skill. That was a fantastic jump shot. A table he can see the next ball.
Well, there's a side to his game that he certainly kept hidden in the semi-final. He didn't give us a single highlight reel shot.
Well, the problem here is getting over to this ball.
The problem is making the 4-ball.
Well, he had to cheat that pocket in order to move the cue ball across the table, and he just cheated it too much. And he has gifted Gomez. Look at that. Yeah, he was trying to cheat the pocket to move the cue ball over. And that betrays the conservatism of Peach. That's not his normal game. Normally he would have settled to leave the cue ball on the right-hand side of the table and take on either a bank or safety. But he decided to go for the run and play a shot that's not his normal style.
Meanwhile, Gomez using the rest, not quite getting the position he wanted to. He had a strange off-angle shot on the 4 and very thin razor slice here on the 5. It's so thin, you think maybe he's thinking about the bank. No, he's lining up.
I don't think so. The position is easier with the cut than it is with the bank. He can move the cue ball back and forth across the table. He has to make the shot first. And he does. Watch out.
Well.
What happened to that leprechaun that's been on his shoulder all week?
You know what we're seeing here, gentlemen? The final.
Yeah.
Both these players are thinking about this rather than just playing their normal game.
This is all caused by the shot on the 4. He was not quite straight on the 4. He had an angle where the cue ball was moving towards the middle of the table and didn't quite get into it. That's why it left him the thin cut on the 5.
Well, Gomez has just witnessed a fantastic jump shot from his opponent. And now he needs to pull one out. And should he fail, this is going to start working on his mind. Confidence is huge in this game.
Watch out for the scratch. He's going to be all right. This place doesn't need an incentive to get loud, but that gave him one. That gave him one.
Great shot. But a tough leave now. He'll be bridging over the corner pocket. And we saw this a bit yesterday as well.
This is 2-1 in a race to 17, and the intensity is out there already.
That was a hard shot.
This must be such a difficult arena to be trying to.
Well, right now Gomez needs to go to his chair and have a talk with himself. And put all this behind him.
Down now.
We've watched him play all week. We have not seen him miss a shot like that until today. But Nick, your comment about this is the finals, it's huge, and it seems to be affecting Gomez more than Peach. Now, is that because the expectations for Gomez were so much higher than for Peach?
This rack number 4 has seen just about everything. Easily must be one of the most
Settle down now, please. Come on.
mistake-prone racks in the history of the final of the
Quietly.
World Tour Championship.
I would imagine that during our next break, Michaela is going to have a bit of a talk with this crowd.
You know what, Gomez has played a pretty lame shot here on the 8. He's gotten the wrong side for the 9.
Exactly. He's either got to settle for a longer shot or he's got to move that cue ball a good 10 feet up and down the table.
If I were him, I'd move it to get an easier shot. I do not want a long shot with everything that's been going on.
I agree.
He's least.
Well,
He's not getting the speed of this table.
No, he's not. He is a good 2 feet short from where he had planned to be, and now he's got a tester on this 9-ball.
it's a test of his temperament as much as anything. Well, that rack had a bit of everything. Good, bad, downright ugly. The bottom line is Roberto Gomez without a smile.